God bless you, Christian friends. Welcome to the live broadcasting right here at Canaan Baptist Church, 1100 West Queen Street in the beautiful city of Hampton, Virginia. My name is Travis Copeland, Senior Pastor. I invite you today because there is a word for your life. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. It is the word that keeps us, motivates us, sustains us, and maintains us. Let's go into today's telecast. joy. And having overcome good times and bad times and in between times of his personal life. And David says these things. He says, you've lifted me up, you've healed me, you've kept me alive. And then he encourages us to sing unto the Lord. But consider this, if you've been lifted up, you've had to be down. If you've been healed, you've had to be sick. And to give praise, to be kept alive, your life must have been in danger. And he kind of sums up this section of verse 5. He says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And to get the joy, you've got to go through some weeping. There are going to be some crying days. No, I have a witness in here. And to get the morning, you've got to go through the darkness of the season. And this mistake that many of us have made is to assume that weeping has come to stay and joy is gone forever, but your mourning is coming. The question is, why do I have to go through the darkness of the season, the night season? You feel like mama is gone, but mama is sleeping in the presence of the Lord. You ought to high five your neighbor and say, mama got her rest now. In the night season, you feel like that the Lord has forsaken you. In the night season, you feel like you lost mama, you lost grandma, you lost auntie, you lost a cousin, you lost a friend, you've lost a disciple. But I'm here to tell you that Mother Josephine Lyons is sleeping in the presence of the Lord. Look at your neighbor and say, she ain't lost. She's in the hands of God. In the night season, you feel like giving up. But family, don't give up because mama is smiling on you. But don't concentrate so much on how dark the season is, because your morning is already here. And the occasion of this psalm is believed to be the dedication of a place that David built for himself shortly after becoming king. After becoming or being confirmed by the elders of both Israel and Judah, David was anointed king over all Israel and sought out a new seat of government. He chose a Jebusite fortress, the stronghold on the hill of Zion, and made it Israel's capital and established here his residence, and afterwards built for himself a palace by the aid of Tyrian tradesmen. And when the palace was complete, he dedicated it to God. Look at what David did before he entered into his new home, into his new house. The very first time David gave God praise upon reflection for his life's experiences. Look at what David shares with us. He praises God for lifting him up over the course of his life and showering him with great favor. Mother Lyons had great favor. She had great favor with her husband. She had great favor with her children and grandchildren and her church. She had great favor in the community. So we know something because we've seen favor all over her life. 79 years the Lord has given her favor. David even praises God for the difficult times referred to as times of weeping and for the joy of overcoming. Even though mother was dealing with some heart issues, we didn't know it. She just came in the church with a smile on her face. Hallelujah. She wasn't weeping. She was overjoyed because she knew the God of her salvation. Hallelujah. I wish I had a few witnesses up in here that says, I don't have to complain. I don't
I don't have to doubt. I know the God of my salvation. Mother went through gracefully and no one even knew it. Mother went through with the favor of God. But I'm here to tell you, you got to look at your neighbor and say, you got to go with the favor of God. You got to go through gracefully and know that the joy of the Lord is your strength. I heard the Lord say, weeping may endure. You might be crying on the inside. You may even cry on tomorrow, but just know that your joy is on the way. You ought to tell somebody, I've got joy, unspeakable joy. This joy that the world didn't give it, God gave me this joy, and the world cannot take my joy. Hallelujah. Mother lived the life, and the ultimate blessing for any believer is to receive the favor of God. When a person is a favorite, he receives special treatment, access, and considerations that may not be required. Although Jacob had 12 sons, Joseph was his favorite. He received a coat of many colors, not because he earned it, but because he was favored by his father. Anybody know anything about that favor? And Jacob and Esau were twins, but Jacob was favored by his mother, who worked to secure him the blessing from Isaac. And what he received was not deserved, but given out of favor. When a believer considers his life or her life, he immediately recognizes that he has been the recipient of God's favor. I mean, mother was a recipient of God's favor. It is great to be blessed, but it is better to be favored. And mother lived a full life. She blessed us 79 years. She served the Lord's church well. She served as an usher. She served as a disciple of, not a member, but a disciple of the Lord's church. And I wish we had a lot of real saints who really love the Lord. Do I have any real saints that really love the Lord? That says, God has favored me just like mother. He didn't have to bless me, but he did. He didn't have to make a way, but he did. He didn't have to save me, but he did. I got favor all over my life. I thank God that the mother was saved. I'm glad that the children are saved. I'm blessed that the children are saved. Hallelujah. I wish I had a witness up in here that says she lived a life to show her children and grandchildren the favor of God. And those who we've learned how to trust in the Lord. And it's in those times of trials and tribulations that we learn how to trust in the Lord. I learned to trust him when I cannot trace him. Mother have already lived her life. Mother have already preached her own sermon. But those of us who are in here today, you got to learn how to trust God when you cannot trace him. Life will come, problems will come, situations will come, issues will come. You're going to have some enemies, but you got to know that the joy of the Lord is your strength. You got to know that God is with you wherever you go. And those who we've learned how to trust in the Lord, it is only their trust in the Lord that allows them to stand strong for their families. That's when the words of the song became real. It says, I've learned how to lean and depend on Jesus. And I can hear mama say, he's my friend and he's my guide. I found out that if I trust him, he will provide. And those who we've learned quickly how to take their concerns to the Lord in prayer and leave them there. Mama came to Bible study. Mama came to Sunday school. Mama came to church. Mama support supported her church. But David wrote his own brief poem as he prepared to enter into his new house. He experienced the anger of God. He had experienced the favor of God. And he experienced the weeping in the dark season. Now, as he stands on the threshold of a new house, David declares, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. David's words are for what every believer should expect who experiences weeping in the dark season. But I am so glad that trouble don't last always. I don't know about you, but I found out that God can do anything but fail. Hallelujah. But I found out that the Lord will give you his joy. The darkest nights are followed by the brightest days. A great and heavy burden is followed by a multitude of blessings. The sorrow of the day today is followed by a pleasant times of tomorrow. The weakness of the moment can be the blessing of the hour. The difficulty of the day can prove to be the blessing of the week. I found out that no matter what comes my way, the Lord is still able to make a way out of no way. The Lord is still able to keep your head looking unto the hills from which cometh your help. There are going to be days you want to call mama. There are going to be days you want to call grandmama. But hold on to the sweet memories of the joy you share with mama. But just know that weeping may endure for only a season, for only a short moment. But joy comes in the morning. Hallelujah. The Lord will provide. You keep on holding on to the faith of your father, to the faith of your mother. Keep on holding on and know they will tell you that the Lord will provide patience in the middle of problems, contentment in the middle of criticisms, support in the middle of suffering, stability in the middle of hardship. I can hear mama saying, hold on babies, you don't see me again. Hallelujah. He's telling you right now, he's able to lift up a bowed down head. He's able to dry a tear-stained eye. Don't you worry about Mama Pat. She's sleeping in the presence of the Lord. I want to say this before I leave. In the morning, there will be no sadness. In the morning, there will be no more heartaches. In the morning, there will be no more doctors, no more lawyers, no more bills, no more drama, no more. But over there is joy, unspeakable joy. Over yonder, I'm going to see her again. But one day, we're going to see Jesus. Hallelujah. I can see mama walking the streets of gold, crying days will be over because there will be joy in that land, in that beautiful land. Unspeakable joy. Early in the morning, bright and early, we gonna see his face saying, sleep on mother, take your rest. We'll see you early in the morning. We'll see you in glory land. Hallelujah. Because mama has stick her sword in the sands of time and studied war no more. I'm so glad for her life. 79 years you blessed this woman. 79 years you've been keeping this woman. I thank you, mama, for the life you lived. Say it, say it, say it. One of these whole mornings, it won't be long. You'll look for me and I'll be gone. Say it.
Well, God bless you, Christian friends. I pray that this message has blessed your life. If this message has blessed your life, why not sow a seed into our ministry right here at Canaan Baptist Church? You can give online. Just go to www.cbc1100.org and give your seed of blessing. Not only that, but if this message has blessed your life, you can also write us at 1100 West Queen Street, Hampton, Virginia 23669. I pray that today's telecast has blessed your life. Well, until the next time, if life lasts and death pass, I'll see you on next Sunday. May God bless you is my prayer.